Good morning and welcome to the T-Bird Spotlight. Today we welcome Abigail Schmidt from the golf team. She's got a 3.9 GPA and is a landscape architect major. So Abby, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm originally from Bismarck, North Dakota. I lived there pretty much my whole life until I moved to Arizona 3 years ago. I came to Mesa basically just to golf because I knew I wanted to be in the warm weather, and I fell in love with the school and Coach Guerrero and just everything about the area. Yeah, I'm currently studying landscape architecture. I want to design golf courses in my future. So that's kind of why I picked that major. I also have a little bit of background in like business and entrepreneurship because that's what I mostly studied at MCC. Um, yeah, I got two brothers, but they don't golf, so trying to carry on the legacy from my grandparents.
That's awesome. So obviously you are from North Dakota. So how often would you be able to golf? Like
We golfed. It would depend on the weather, but I would say middle of April to end October. Usually the courses close around Halloween. So yeah, you only get, what is that, like 5, 6 months out of the year?
so then when you came down here because your grandparents live here, is that correct?
Yep.
So what was like your first course you like, wow, I really like this is that you remember golfing?
Did you say what was my first
Like
course?
your what's down here?
I don't know.
What's your
I,
favorite down here right now?
my favorite course is probably Fire Rock Country Club, which it happens to be where my grandparents live.
Oh, okay.
I also really like to play longbow, so I'm glad we get to play that one a lot for practice because that one's fun.
What makes it fun?
Well, the desert scenery, which like I obviously don't have that in North Dakota. It's a challenging course, but like I said, we play there all the time, so it makes it a little bit easier because you kind of know where to hit the ball.
Yeah. What
But
about like in your tournaments? So like when you guys go to the national tournaments, so what have you discovered about playing out here more desert courses versus where you're aren't your tournaments usually held in Florida?
yeah, so the past 2 years that I've been on the team, they've been in Florida. And this year, if we make it, it's in Kansas.
Okay.
But so like Florida courses they're different, but you kind of just substitute the desert for water. It's like you still don't want to go in those areas, but they are softer, so like the ball doesn't roll out as much. You can be a little bit more aggressive into greens usually because they're a little softer because of all the moisture.
Okay.
So
So,
it is a little different, but
so do you think Kansas will be similar to North Dakota?
probably North Dakota is also very windy.
Yeah.
So I like to think I'm good golfing in the wind, but you always say that until you see your scores at the end of the round. But yeah, I think the layout will be similar. I think it'll be more open, more like prairie style or like a links course. And then yeah, the wind will be the biggest thing
So
that
what's
will be different here.
what one tip if you could give one tip to people golfing in the wind? What would it be?
Um, Practice your short game.
Okay.
It's all about you can hit the ball. I mean, I'm one to talk. I'm probably one of the shortest hitters on the team, but since I don't get into a lot of trouble and I can get an up and down pretty like easily,
Mm-hmm.
my scores are more on the lower side because but I don't hit it far. So you can work and work and work on hitting the ball, but if you can't make the putt at the end of the round, then what was the point of hitting it well?
That's true. So what's your average? Like where are you at on the team?
I think right now I'm averaging 76.6 or something like that.
That's awesome.
So right now that's the lowest on the team, but we have pretty much our whole team. We're all pretty close together. Like I can be the one this tournament, and the next tournament could be somebody else, and I could drop all the way down. Like we're all pretty steady right with each other, so it
Cool.
makes it fun.
Good. A lot of competition.
Yeah.
So what are you what's like one of your what do you what's one skill of your game that you're wanting to improve?
I still want to improve my short game. I always, when you look back on my rounds, there's always the most strokes I leave out there are probably on the putting green.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So with all this being said, how do you manage your time? You have a 3.9 GPA. So how do you manage your time between golf and school? And listeners, you guys should know that Abigail, this is her third year here at MCC, correct?
yep.
So she is taking a full load at MCC as well as classes over at ASU. So she's got a lot of academics on her plate. So how do you manage this all?
I guess some days are harder than others. I am ahead in one of my classes, my online class at ASU. I'm ahead in that one. So instead of like putting that in the back of my mind that I am ahead and I can just kind of like slack off for a little bit, it's still, nope, like let's stay ahead. Especially like on weeks that we don't have tournaments, I think it's really important to do a little bit extra homework so you can stay ahead. But yeah, when I'm at home, I spend a lot of time on my computer doing schoolwork, and then when I'm not, I'm on the golf course. But I think just communicating well, like my teachers at ASU they're very like reasonable with me missing class for tournaments, and same with coach here. Like if I need to miss practice or leave a little bit early to catch up on homework or do a project, like he's 100% okay with it. So, I mean, just staying on top of it and not letting myself get behind. And then it comes pretty easy once you get in a pattern.
Right? Yeah, routine. So Abigail, how many credits are you taking at ASU?
I think it's 7.
Okay. 7 and then 12 over here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a lot. So okay, now you're golfing a lot, you're studying a lot. Do you do anything in your spare time? Anything else?
Yeah. I mean, I am a huge baseball fan. So, I mean, the season's almost over now, but I spend a lot of my time watching baseball, especially the Dodgers.
Okay, the
Um,
Dodgers.
when I'm back home in North Dakota, one of my favorite things to do besides golf is to go rollerblading.
Okay.
And so unfortunately I didn't bring mine down here, but when I go back home I do a lot of rollerblading.
Yeah.
Then I don't know, like our team will have little like girls' nights here, like not like a self-care night, but kind of just like a relaxing, like let's take our brain off of golf and do something fun. So we do stuff like that or I
What's
just
what's one of the activities that's like most memorable with your teammates?
well recently we did a PowerPoint night. So that one was fun where we all made like a funny little PowerPoint and presented it to everyone.
What was it about?
Well, everyone was different. Mine, I took our team really likes the Minions and Despicable Me. So
Yeah.
I found like the personalities of all the Minions and compared them to our teammates. So
That's
that one was mine, and then everyone's was different. Like one of the girls did um what Disney villain would be like our boyfriend or something and provided like why they think like our personalities would go good together and yeah, so that was kind of funny.
that's cool. That's
Yeah.
that's that's a way to build good, strong relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so we know you're in landscape architecture and you want to design golf courses. So, when you've been golfing since how old?
Around 10.
Around 10. So, is there
Yeah.
a particular design that like you like? Like, how did you like, wow, I could really do this one day? Like, how'd that come to you?
Well, so I knew I wanted to do something golf related. And so I originally thought I wanted to be like a head pro at like a golf course and specialize in giving lessons and doing stuff like that. And I've worked at like 3 different courses and I've helped out with a lot of junior stuff. And I'm like, this might not be for me, but I still wanted to do something golf related. So I was thinking about like other jobs. And I don't know, I guess my mom actually brought it up to me. She's like, why don't you look into designing? So I started to do a little bit of research and it just interests me more. So I figured out what degree I would need to have, and now I'm just working on finding the right schools and stuff to get that degree done.
What kind of schools can you go to? Like what that offer that? You know?
A lot of the state schools. So I know like in Arizona, the only school is ASU. In North Dakota, like North Dakota State is the only one that offers it. I mean like bigger like D1 schools. I know like I was talking with the golf coach at Ball State, which is a D1 in Indiana. They offer it. So more like yeah, like the big state schools. And there's usually only one school in each state that has it.
Okay. How about what's your dream school?
Notre Dame is my
Notre
dream
Dame.
school.
Do they have it?
They do. And they accept transfer students. So come March, I'm hoping.
You're throwing it out there. All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Is there a reason why you love Notre Dame?
Just like my family, I guess. I went to a Catholic school, Catholic high school, and so I mean everyone there is pretty big Notre Dame fans. And then my parents were huge Notre Dame fans. We actually have the play like a champion today, like the sign on our stairs. And so they were always like, whenever you go down the stairs, you have to slap the sign, just like the football team does. So
That's
that's kind of
awesome.
just how I was raised.
That's no, that's a pretty good environment to be raised in. Good job. So what are some what are you guys looking for? What are you looking forward to most in this upcoming season?
I think making nationals is on all of our minds. Like we've been there the past 2 years, and then last year they actually changed how the girls get there. So it used to just be like the top team in your region, I think, which is just the Arizona schools. And now they moved it to our district. So last year we went to Fort Worth, Texas, and played against like all the schools in Texas, Oklahoma, the ones in Arizona that went. And now this year we're hosting it here. So, I mean, it's definitely harder to get there, but I know we for sure can, and we can compete at the national level. So, I think just working towards that as a team goal is what we're all looking forward to.
Okay, and then you have to go as a team. You can't go as an individual, correct?
Last year I think they took th 3 or 5. They took a few individuals, but it's always better to go as a team.
Yeah. All right, awesome. So what are why do you like being a part of a sports team?
I like the just like because golf is so individual. When you're on the course, you're by yourself. The whole time you're by yourself. And then after the round, like just having the teammates there and like obviously our girls team we've won quite a bit like the past 2 years in our region and stuff. So it's always nice to like celebrate the wins with the team because you're by yourself the whole round and then when you're done you finally get to talk with each other and see how everyone did and our team especially like we all push each other. Like I said, we're all very close in skill level. So like at practice we have a lot of team competitions and the boys and girls practice together, so we'll do boys versus girls sometimes and you push each other to get better, even though it's a very individual sport.
Yeah. Yeah. So Abigail, how many people on your team? Like, are you guys all from here or are you the only kid that's from out of state?
No, so there's 8 of us on the team, and then I'm from North Dakota. We have a girl from Wisconsin. We have a girl from New Mexico, and I think the rest are from Arizona. Last year we had a few international students, but they've both graduated, so
Was
I
that
think there's
learning different cultures?
yeah. I mean the one from North Korea, South Korea. She was from South Korea. Um, she would bring different like she brought like these little ice cream bars that were a little different that she got at one of the Asian markets and um just kind of like we would ask her how do you say this word in South Korean and she would tell us. So it was fun. I definitely miss having her on the team. But we still have this year we have 3 guys that are international, so we're still learning a little bit. Like we have two guys from Zimbabwe, and we all learned that they call traffic lights robots. So yeah, so you do learn a lot about other cultures.
That's awesome. Okay, so who's your favorite like personality or maybe golfer to watch?
My favorite is probably Jordan Spieth.
Okay.
I do like I love to watch Tiger Woods because he's such a like golf icon, and I think what he did for golf, like he grew the game so much, and without him, like I don't think half the players on tour that are playing now would play. So he's always fun to watch, but
You're a Jordan Spieth fan.
yeah, I am a Jordan Spieth fan.
So have you like got into this whole discussion between the Live tour and the PGA Tour?
I mean, I know a little bit about it. I'm not like super passionate about it. I'm like, if the players want to play, then it's their choice, I guess.
Okay.
They want to do.
Do you have a favorite sports quote?
Um, I don't know.
Play like a champion today.
What did you say?
I said play like a champion today.
Probably.
So what right now do you know your plans after MCC or are they still wide open?
They're still wide open. I've been talking to a few coaches. Um, it is a little bit harder for me because my degree is so limited. Like, not a lot of schools offer it, so it kind of closed a lot of doors when I decided to go into landscape architecture. But I'm hoping soon we'll hear from more coaches and kind of get a plan down.
That's good. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, so Abigail, we're gonna play a little game called this or that. Rapid
Okay.
fire. So you just say what's off the top of your head, okay?
Okay.
All right. So text or FaceTime?
FaceTime.
TikTok or Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Dutch or Starbucks?
Dutch.
Big dog or small dog?
Big dog.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Messy or tidy?
What was that one?
Messy or tidy?
Oh, I'm messy. I
Um,
prefer to be tidy, but
thanks for the honesty. What
yeah,
about English or math?
math.
Night in or night out?
Night in.
Salty or sweet?
Salty.
Pancake or waffles?
Pancakes.
Okay, red or white?
Red.
And white. Go T-Birds.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so thanks, Abigail, for being a guest on our T-Bird Spotlight this morning, and always, always continue to work hard.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.